Hi, my name's Ange. Welcome to my channel, No Second Season. Today, this short edit is going to be about things I wish I'd known before I attempted to start skateboarding as an older adult, or as a senior as I call it. The first thing I wish I'd done was get adequate protection. Now, if you can't afford protection, you may be able to repurpose some from another sport. I repurposed quite a bit from mountain biking, but I've learned the hard way that I shouldn't have repurposed the protective shorts because they are not suitable. These are my Troy Lee Designs mountain bike protective pants. This is the back. This is just for comfort. There's a bit of sponge here. There's some coccyx protection here, but it's very small. The waistband is very low. Now you have two pelvic bones around here, and there is no protection on these. I spent many hours online researching padded shorts, mountain bike ones, skateboard, ice skating, snowboarding, roller derby, but finding some at the right price and the right size in Australia wasn't working. And then I saw these at Al's Skate Company. He stocks the whole gain range of protection for skateboarding. This is the back, and look at all the protection I have. They're high-waisted. This is a medium. I'm a UK size 10, and they cost me 125 Australian dollars. Yep, they do make my bum look big, but I'll live with that. Here are 4 items that I repurposed from mountain biking that I think are fine. There's my helmet that I've removed the visor from, my knee pads, gloves, and my elbow pads. 8 times out of 10 when I fall backwards. So my knee pads haven't had to do as much work as my elbow pads, and I'm so glad I've got them. I bought myself some wrist protectors. The make I'm using are ProTech. These are a small, but I may try some mediums next time I need some. But they are absolutely essential, and no way am I going to ride without them. Although not protection, another thing I had to look at was my footwear. I'd been wearing these, my trail runners, and they're very grippy. So I bought these, $22 from Target. And yes, my feet do move better on the grip tape with them. So, win-win. Absolute bargain. If you can't afford gear and have nothing to repurpose, you may find that your skate school will loan you the gear. So take advantage of that if you need to. I have, when I've forgotten my knee pads, I borrowed some. So when I'm on the board, my coccyx is 4 foot, 122 centimetres off the ground. When you fall very fast and very hard. So there is no way I'm going to be riding without all my protection for the foreseeable future. The second thing I'd have done differently is that I wouldn't have gone out and bought an unsuitable skateboard. I bought a generic board from a generic sports shop for $40. This unsuitable board contributed to all the falls I had. Not only am I not skilled, I had to overcome the fact I'd bought a board that wasn't suitable. How I would remedy this is I would borrow a board from someone I know that knows about skateboards and knows what would be appropriate for me. And as soon as I could afford to get my own built up to suit me, I would. So I started borrowing a board from Al's Skate Company every time I rode. As soon as I knew that I'd fallen in love with skateboarding and was totally obsessed with it, I asked them to build me up a suitable board, and that they have done. Let's go and take a look at it. This is my new board. This is my old board. The wheelbase is 10mm longer on my new board. The deck is 40mm longer. It's 25mm wider. The wheels are 5mm diameter bigger. Track is 30mm wider. So that's my new board. The make is a Powell Peralta. I'll put the full details on the screen now. The third thing I didn't know and wish I had was that skating indoors for me, I believe is a lot safer than skating outdoors. The reasons for this are there's less debris on the ground, such as sticks, leaves, bottle tops, stones, anything that can stop your board dead. Also, some of the council parks aren't quite maintained that well. There's some little potholes that you could get stopped on. Had I known how much better it is to skate indoors, I'd have done that from the off, and I wouldn't have skated outside until I was confident. The fourth thing I wish I'd known would be that getting lessons is invaluable. In a half-hour lesson, my instructor could demonstrate to me techniques I didn't even know existed. There was no way of getting them anywhere else except from an instructor who knows what they're doing. So how I ended my aborted starts on the skateboard was to get lessons. I've had 4 instructors to date. I started with 2 lessons with Chris. He's a young, enthusiastic instructor at Al's Skate Company in Wodonga, and he got me going. And then I had a lesson with Shannon. She was brilliant. She kind of got me that I was a wibbly wobbly scaredy old lady, but there was no messing either. She just got me doing things I never thought I would be doing, especially this early. So she was great. So with Shannon and Chris, they were private lessons. After that, I joined the Wednesday evening adult only group lesson, and the first instructor I had in that was Tommy. His style was completely different to Shannon and Chris. Everything had to be precision. Now, that was good for me because it happened to coincide with my first ride on my new board, which was really fast. So he had me starting from scratch until I improved my foot position, my push-in. It really was going back to the beginning, but it was just what I needed, and I'm very grateful to him for that. The next week I went to a group lesson, and El Grand Fromage, Al, was instructing, and he had a different style again. He's more a freestyler, I think. He just wanted you to pull the moves however you could, and just to enjoy it and have fun. And that was really good because I'm not very precise, but still I have retained things Tommy taught me. Last night Shannon took the group lesson, so that was excellent, and I learned another new skill, and so I'm chuffed to bits, and I wish I'd done that 5 years ago because I would be whizzing around by now. This is where I'm at the moment, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Le cha-cha-cha. Le cha-cha-cha. Le cha-cha-cha. Le cha-cha-cha. Apprenons le cha-cha-cha.